Hi, I'm Jason.
And I'm my friend Evan.
Today we're going to be showing you the witch farm and the slime farm.
Yeah, so the witch farm is located in the swamp. Oh, I'm not loaded yet. There we go.
Not too far away from the town.
Yeah, not too far away from the town. The spawn village is just right over there. And I've built a shifting floor style spawning pads and grinder over the old witch hut. And so you can kind of see some witches spawning in there and dropping down below. And we're going to go down here into the secret underwater access.
This is sort of the back door, despite it actually being above ground.
Yeah. And so the witches get collected, and they get there's a water funnel after the shifting floor drop, and then they drop down here 32 blocks or something, enough to kill them. And then the items get pumped up a item tower or item elevator here, and grabbed by some hoppers, and then sorted. And we'll take you around to see the sorting system. And this is what normally you would see when you come in from the Nether. And this is where you would AFK, and this is sort of just a sorted storage system where we hold all the drops, and you can see as the witches drop down the chute, this light at the top over the sword flashes to indicate witches dropping. Of course, now there's no witches dropping for some reason.
Always the way.
Yeah, exactly. And then when the items get sorted, each of those lights light up, and there you can see a bottle just went through, and some sugar and some sticks. So it kind of just goes like that. But beyond that, it's not very special. We do quite a bit of AFKing here, and it's a pretty useful farm because we get lots of gunpowder. That's pretty much our only source of gunpowder because we don't have another mob grinder on the server, do we?
No. There's some in progress, but
Yeah,
none
Ryler's
even near
building one.
completion.
And then
Also,
we got some
having
redstone from here, but not the primary source. And glowstone as well, I guess. Either get it from here or go into another.
Right, I guess we'll move on to the slime farm.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, it's quite close by through the Nether, so we'll just pop through. So where we'll be going to is the AFK platform, which is located high above the clouds in the sky, and the spawning platforms are down below because the slimes can only spawn between. Actually, I forget what heights it is, but there's a specific height that the slimes have to spawn in. But we're up here to reduce the need to do any caving or anything like that, just so that those are the only spawnable platforms. It's got a similar sorting design as the witch farm, although it's completely backed up with slime balls at the moment, which is why this light is stuck on. But yeah, this is just kind of the little sky palace. And we can go in the back and... Oh, this is broken again. Go in the back here, and if we kind of look off the edge, you can see that there's this giant item elevator, which is then going into the hoppers, which feed into the sorting machine. But
Oh, cool. You made it out of glass. I don't think I ever noticed that before.
Oh, no? Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun, because it takes a pretty long time for the items to come up the column, but I always thought it was kind of neat to watch them.
Yeah, I don't see any items coming up. I guess we're not at the spawning.
The slime spawning is pretty slow, and also, yeah, you have to kind of be right in the right spot, which is actually in this corner over here, which is not exactly well indicated, but this is actually the best spot right here.
Which corner?
You, I think, are actually invisible.
Yeah, you are too. I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, it's doing the thing again.
It's kind of near, if you were looking at the chests, it's kind of the corner to your right by the torch.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm standing there, I think.
Cool. Oh, and there's a minecart on the path. Okay. Still going forward. Oh, and you're pushing. Great. Okay. And we are on our way to the Blaze Farm / I don't know, what do you call the rest of it? It's fairly elaborate. It's more than just the farm.
I would say it's an XP center.
Center, yes.
I don't know.
We have many hubs and we have many farms, but this is our only center.
Yes. So this is the grand entrance. Not so grand yet, but it is, complete with a lava fountain, I guess.
Which I think at some point we go under.
Well, we did go under. We went inside of it.
Ooh, there it is.
Oh wow, one of the minecarts just got sent back, but Anyway, yeah, so as you can see here...
Well, one of us can't leave.
Yeah, exactly. No, there's many minecarts in the system. So this uses... the entrance here uses one of the activator rails, which ejects you from the minecart. So that's how we both got out. And there's a little minecart system. It breaks the minecart and puts it back into the system. And we'll later use this to leave. But so the idea of this was, originally it was a blaze farm. And that's sort of at the back there, you can see.
Blaze farm.
Sorry?
No, I'm just saying this is the blaze farm.
Yeah, this is the blaze farm over here. And, you know, it is a pretty standard design, a funnel of pistons. I think Etho was one of the first ones to put this style up. But we wanted to take it, you know, a little bit further and, you know, make it an XP center so that, you know, everything you need to do related to experience would be around you. So, you know, if you're AFKing here, there's a few modifications actually. Once iron pressure plates were introduced, you have an option on the side here to well, this turns it on the left. And the blazes will start spawning and coming down. And if this this option here is activated, then actually that might not have been a good idea. They're kind of loud. If this switch here is activated, then the system will count. I think it's 150. I can't remember, but some number of blazes, which should be roughly equivalent to 30 XP worth of 30 levels worth of XP. Mm-hmm. And so, when it goes off, the crusher automatically engages, and then there's a note block that sounds. It will sort of sound like this. And so that way you can AFK and turn off the sounds of your mobs and stuff, and just leave the note block sound on. And you know, when you reach 30 XP, it will ring. It will ring the sound, and then you just come here, grab yourself a splash potion, and kill it. And you get your XP. And then, as you notice, when he died, the blaze rods were collected by these annoying-sounding minecarts, hopper minecarts, underneath here. And those blaze rods are actually pumped through a system over to another auto furnace, which you can see here. And if ever you need blaze rods, you can just access them at this end here.
This makes sense, because now you never need to worry about fueling, like actively fueling these furnaces, right? It must just feed into the fuel line automatically.
Exactly, and so it did take a bit of spin-up time to fill all the furnaces and then start to fill this, but we have a plethora of blaze rods, so it really was not a problem.
That's great.
Yeah. And there's some other... yeah, and I guess like this furnace, I think I built it because I was smelting so much nether brick to actually create this hub in the first place. So
there's quite a bit of it.
Yeah, exactly. So over here you can see I built another potion shop, which is primarily used to brew the splash potion of damage, and I have the recipe up here just in case people don't know what it is. Most of the supplies are here, and I think you can hop through the portal. Well, I know you can hop through the portal, and there's a water bottle refill station, since you can't refill water bottles in the nether without a cauldron, and it's just an annoyance. So
because cauldrons aren't an infinite block, and so they run out after a while, eh?
No, exactly. There's only 3. You can only fill 3 bottles with a cauldron, and 1 cauldron is worth 1 bucket. So, yeah.
So what's going on over here in Orangeville?
Yes, and I have them all color coded, sort of. So this is sort of the foundry / blacksmith area, and
wow.
What?
Oh, I mean, I always saw the lava pillars, but I never noticed that they were kind of taken from this sort of natural lava.
Yeah, it was a natural
waterfall.
lava waterfall. So I felt it was. I kind of tried to incorporate it into this build so that it was, you know, I think it's reminiscent of the Great Forge in World of Warcraft. Is that true, or was it Skyrim? Anyway, there's some other game I feel like. There was lava pouring down.
Giant lava thing in the center of it.
Yeah, or the Dark Forge. I don't know. I don't remember, but there was some game I was thinking of, and I was like, that was really cool when there was the lava coming down, and then there was the anvil in the middle. And naturally, you know, when you're trying to repair something, maybe it will drop. You'll drop an item, like say I'm doing this, and then I accidentally hit escape. Then the item gets thrown into lava, and you never see it again. But luckily, I have a little some droppers underneath the lava to collect the items and put them up into this chest here, so I don't burn all my stuff.
Very good. So you could, in theory, actually jump in there and you'd be okay.
Yes and no. The hoppers don't pick up everything, so like fast enough, so you might not lose your items. And also, if they land in the the actual column, then it won't show up in the chest here.
Well,
and
then,
on the
I guess,
side. Oh, sorry.
Sorry? No, I was going to say, I guess you just won't be testing that then.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you feel free to jump in.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I have died in there already.
Probably. So over here, well, obviously an ender chest. Here we have some sticks to build. Well, yeah, I guess here in general, I want to keep the materials required to build, you know, tools and weapons. So we have sticks and iron and gold. Over here, I've got a whole bunch of diamond tools, some of which have been enchanted. I just didn't want to use them, so I kind of just left them there for people to like maybe combine with ones they make. Up here, I don't know what this... Oh, up here is just broken tools. I don't even know where these came from. Honestly, I have no clue. And then armor.
Oh, these are probably just retrieved from zombies and stuff like that.
You think?
Oh, wait. No, well, the swords and stuff may have been.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, there's half-enchanted things there. And then some bows. And I think I tried to do the same thing with the bow. Any bow that I didn't use, I just left it in here. But someone's been in here enchanting bows, apparently.
Speaking of enchanting, I believe there's the blue zone.
Ah, yes, in the blue zone. And this is the enchanting area. And so we've got, well, the enchanting table in the middle here. And this enchanting table is, although chaotic, I kind of wanted to go for a, you know, because it's sort of magical, I wanted to go for a, like, very, I don't know.
Like Blood Elfy. The Blood Elves always, whenever you were in a Blood Elf area in World of Warcraft, they always had, like, brooms that were magically cleaning the floors. And
yeah, I was thinking more of, like, tearing the, you know, like, tearing the threshold between, you know, like, really chaotic and ripping apart. But anyway, I don't know if that was affected here. But in any case, there are enough bookshelves around to give you the level 30 enchant, which is important. And obviously you can throw some torches up if you want to block some. And some of them are just for decoration. Up here, if you look carefully, there's a crafting table.
Crafting bench.
And then to the left, there's a book, and there should be paper and leather here. Apparently there's not. That's unfortunate. And then the lapis for the enchanting. So now I do most of my enchanting here. I don't know where you... Well, you don't do yours, apparently, because you're naked.
Parasite Memorial.
Have you been here before?
No, the people...
So Parasite came and just left me this... what is that called?
An Inukshuk?
Oh, an Inukshuk, yeah. And he built me one and then put this sign here. And I tore down the Inukshuk. I think I needed to because it was in the way or something. But I kept the sign and preserved it as a memorial. I think it's pretty cool.
Now, what would we find if we crossed this barrier?
Oh, yeah. So up here is... I'll just rip that out. Be careful. I will defend you. So when we come up here... this is where the original Nether fortress was, and you know there was one blaze spawner up there, and you can see up here I have the other blaze spawner. I kind of have it surrounded so that they can't get out, and they should be spawning. I don't know why they're not.
They were too close. There is a minimum radius, isn't there?
No, not on spawners. No. And if you come over here, I guess we can show this if you wish. I kind of have this, but this is where you need to be careful.
Oh, blazes up there. Oh, there's
going to be a lot of them. This is sort of this is the old pathways from the Nether fortress, and this is where I run around and try to farm wither skeletons.
Speaking of which, there's one right there.
Yeah, there's quite a few down there. Okay, we're going to get lit on fire, so let's run away. Normally I come up here with a fire potion, but I don't have any on me right now. So let's get out of here. And yeah, there's no good way. I need to create a door or something, and that's something I haven't gotten to. So I just block it off.
Is there any way to push these zombie pigmen into the lava?
Yes.
Without activating harm on them?
No. It's okay.
Cool.
I'll get aggro because I have the gear. And the last thing, actually, there's one more thing that we should look at, and that's the entrance to the rest of the nether. So if you wish to access the nether, you can go through here. And this carpet, which you'll see in a minute, you should get back. This carpet here is actually underneath of it is, I think, a 5-block drop. So the zombie pigmen the zombie pigmen can't actually cross the barrier. And so it acts as a door that keeps them away from me. But eventually they can push each other over the barrier, and then they'll come and try to kill us.
Like that?
Yeah. Let's take care of them quickly.
That was dangerous.
That was dangerous. Whoa! Alright.
You got.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty much it. I guess I have some lighting to do in this area, but...
Great.
So I'm just going to grab a minecart and take a look at... Where are we going after this?
That's a good question. I don't think we had planned that out, did we?
No.
We could do our houses.
Yeah, maybe we could. Well, let's decide, and I'm going to grab a minecart, and we'll see where we go.
Alright. Goodbye.
See ya.
Alright, I think we're actually going to leave the player homes for a later video. So we'll be ending this one here. Thanks a lot for watching.
Yeah, and I think in the future, this summarizes most of our server tour videos.
Yeah.
So maybe in the future we will be putting out videos where we're actually, building, working on new builds and trying to look into some of the new content as well. I don't think you've even seen the new mob yet.
No, I haven't.
We don't have the new snapshot yet, but I'm working on getting it running.
Very cool. May also be worthwhile releasing some videos on the details of some of our projects. That would be of interest to anyone.
Yeah, I'd like to make a tutorial on some of the modifications I've done on the Blaze farm, because I think it's useful, but it just depends on the player. I mean, depends on what you want.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks again for watching.
Yeah, thanks again, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.